So let's proceed with Rule 2.10. So the board has a regular meeting kung kinakailangan ng meeting, tumatawag ang chairman ng Board of Parole and Pardon to make sure that all petition or all application for parole will be addressed. So Rule 2.11, we have a quorum. So ang ibig sabihin ng quorum is every members shall constitute a quorum. So meron silang meron silang i-address, meron silang masasabi, meron silang they have their own opinion and ideas based on the existing facts and rules, based on the records, for example. So Rule 2.12, meron tayong board action. Majority of the members of the board constituting a quorum shall be necessary to support a decision of the board or to carry out any action. So kung makapakita niyo sa mga board, so the quorum has been started, for example, sasabihin ng chairman. So everyone will address depende sa kanilang mga trabaho. Halimbawa, yung physician natin, okay, yung psychologist natin. So sasabihin niya dun kung ano yung mga instances, ano yung mga circumstances relating to the case or application of the prisoner. So sasabihin niya dun sa board. Halimbawa naman yung ating attorney, yung legal counsel. So lalabihin niya kung ano yung pwedeng maka-violate tayo sa batas, ano applicable regarding sa kanyang trabaho naman. So yun yung ibig sabihin natin ng quorum. And however, in order to grant parole sa makatwid o sa kabilang banda, bago nating mabigyan ng mag-grant ng parole sa isang prisoner, to modify any of the terms, issue certificate of final release and discharge to a parolee. So gagawa tayo ng modification para dun sa mga certificate of final release and discharge to a parolee. Take note, the term parolee is to those prisoner undergoing parole. The decision or action must be supported by at least 4 votes of the members of the board. So yung terms issue certificate na yan is kinakailangan ng 4 na boto mula sa members. The minutes of the meeting, yung minutes, yung lahat ng pinag-usapan sa loob ng board session is yan ang tinatawag nating minutes, kung saan lahat ng pinag-usapan is ilalagay. Halimbawa, sinabi ng chairman, sinabi ng psychologist, sinabi ng legal counsel. So lahat ng involved dyan is isusulat para if available yan, if necessary, kapag kailangan yan, so madali na lamang nating basahin kung ano yung pinag-usapan. Usually, ginagawan din yan ng video kung saan lahat ng sasabihin, lahat ng is naka-video, naka-televise para for future use. Hindi natin masabi na gawa-gawa lang yung meeting, okay, meeting, yung board, gawa-gawa lang yung mga sinasabi. Shall show the votes of its individual members and the reasons or voting for or against any matter presented for approval of the board. So, any dissent from to grant or deny parole shall be reduced in writing and shall form part of the records of the proceedings. So, if ever dininay yung application or yung petition ng isang parole, isang prisoner, so ilalagay yung kanyang yung decision sa denial in writing at magiging part yan ng records at saka proceedings. Okay, let's proceed with Rule 3, the rules after grant of parole. So dito na tayo. Last time, yung iba parang gusto na nilang pag-aralan yung pardon at saka yung provision na hindi pa natatapos yung parole. So dito naman mayroon tayong rules kapag nabigay na yung parole sa isang prisoner. So Rule 3.1, release form document. So there must be a release kapag mayroon ng grant. So mayroon tayong document. A prisoner shall release upon the grant of parole. So papalabasin ka, such grant of parole shall be evidenced by the released document. So yung decision na yan sa grant of parole is magiging evidence na ikaw ay papalabasin, which shall be in the form prescribed by the board, shall contain the latest one by one. So ang nakalagay dyan, I don't know if meron ng revision sa batas na to, pero one by one photograph at saka right thumb mark of the prisoner. So I don't know if this is makikita nyo lang sa i-search ko lang tapos makikita niyo sa review kung ano may pagkakaiba. So one by one picture at saka right thumb mark. So yan ang nakalagay sa release form documents. So kagandahan nito is ano nyo lang kuha lang kayo ng i-retain nyo lang sa utak nyo yung mga importante. Rule 3.2, which is the transmittal of release document. The board shall send a copy of the release document to the prisoner through the corrections or warden of the jail where he is confined. So yung board, ang tinatawag nating board is composition ng BPP, Board of Parole for example, magbibigay sila ng kopya sa release document ng prisoner sa pamamagitan ng magbibigay sila doon sa prisoner ng decision ng release document niya doon sa warden o sa pinuno, warden kung saan siya naka-confine, kung saan siya nakakulong. On the date of actual release of the prisoner, the director or warden concerned shall send a certification of the said release to the probation and parole officer specified in the release document. So, yung araw, takdang araw kung kailan siya papalabasin, palalayain muna pansamantala while hindi pa naman natapos yung kanyang conviction, yung kanyang sentence. So, ang director is yung director or yung warden kung saan siya nakakulong is magsisend ng certification ng release doon sa probation and parole officer. Sino sila? Sila yung titingin, magkakandak ng evaluation every month. Makikita rin natin yan, magkakandak ng mga evaluation, mga supervision doon sa taong nakalabas, doon sa parole na nag-undergo ng parole grant. So, sila yung titingin sa kanya from time to time para matiyak na wala siyang mga violation sa batas. Rule 3.3, Parole Supervision. After release from confinement, the parolee shall be placed under supervision. Yung sinabi natin kanina, doon sa provision or parole officer. Specified in the release document so that the former may be guided and assisted towards rehabilitation the period which should appear in the release document. So, titingnan natin siya ng parole officer or probation officer if undergoing probation siya or parole para makita natin kung mayroon bang may dudulot sa kanyang maganda yung kanyang paglaya, pansamantalang paglaya while undergoing sentence or conviction. Okay, we also have rule 3.4. The presentation to probation and parole officer. So, presentation, ipapresent na siya na halimbawa si Mr. Juan, ang magiging parole officer niya si Mr. Pedro. So, doon nagre-report ang parole, yung taong nag-undergo ng parole, o kaya tinitingnan naman siya ng parole officer. Within the period prescribed in his release document, the parolee shall present himself to the probation and parole officer specified in the release document for supervision. So, nakalagay doon, naka-indicate doon kung kailan siya magre-report, kailan siya pwedeng tingnan, ganun. Kaya dapat, from time to time, tinitingnan siya ng parole officer. Baka yung taong yan ay nakalabas na ng bansa, o kaya pumupunta na siya mga ill-refute places, for example, mga bar, diskuhan, o ano pa man dyan. So, hindi yun po pwede. If the parolee fails to report within 45 days from the date of his release from confinement, the provision and parole officer shall inform the board of such failure for the board appropriation action. So, kapag ang isang parolee is hindi nakareport dun sa parole officer ng sa loob ng 45 days, so inform ng parole officer ang board sa failure ng pag-report sa kanya ng isang convicted undergoing parole. So bakit? Dahil titingnan na baka mamaya nakapunta na siya ng ibang bansa, o kaya may sakit pala yan, may mga instances, so kinakailangan natin matiyak yung kanyang welfare. Rule 3.5, we have arrival report. Within 15 working days from the date when the parolee reported for supervision. The provisional parole officer concerned shall inform the board through the technical service of the parole and provision administration of such fact. So, in-inform ng parole officer yung board na nagre-report within 15 days, nagre-report ang parolee. Rule 3.6, mandatory conditions of supervision. So we have, it shall be mandatory for a parolee to comply with the terms and conditions appearing in the release document. Kapag mayroon siyang mga violation, so babalik siya sa kulungan. Rule 3.7, we have review and modification of condition. So merong mga review, titingnan ulit, o kaya may modification, may mga babaguhin sa mga condition na ibinigay sa isang parolee. So the board may motu proprio or upon recommending appeal, for example, o kaya yung decision is babaguhin, upon recommending of the provision and parole officer, revise or modify the terms and condition appearing in the release document. Bakit? Dahil may mga instances na pwedeng nakakalabag na yung tao, yung isang convicted prisoner undergoing parole sa kanyang mga conditions or limitation, restriction na binigay sa kanya ng board. We have Rule 3.8, transfer of residence. So, a parole may not transfer from the place of residence designated in his release document without the prior written approval of the regional director subject to the confirmation of the board. So, hindi po pwedeng lumipat ng bahay yung taong nag-undergo ng parole unless mayroong written approval ng regional director o yung regional director. Yung regional director yung sub-board of tawag dito, yung tumitingin doon sa supervising a certain parole. Halimbawa, yung board of board is mayroong regional office sa BARM, for example. So, may written approval doon, tapos i-confirm ng board.